Damn, another one of these things. Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here after waking up just now, along with
Northwest Southern Store, who's about to get coffee.
And
NorCal Beef $5.99.
And Cleveland. Cleveland issuing warnings left and right last night.
because Cleveland sucks.
Since 3 a.m. Hey, your favorite time.
Hey,
Yeah, it's your favorite time. That's why Cleveland's been issuing all those warnings. What?
So they've been having sex with the alerts, is what you're saying?
And then Pittsburgh tried to sneak them out.
Yeah. They tried to sneak in from behind, if you know what I mean.
GSP sneaking notes.
Ah, piss. Anyways, as I just go through here in this episode of Radio Reviews, as I go right into the kitchen, we're going to be taking a look at the radio that is not only extremely rare, like WR301 and HH51 rare, but it's also the camo version of the base camp radio known as the ER102. And that radio is the Midland ER102-MO. Okay, the Midland ER102-MO in the flesh. Here it is, all plugged in next to Nicholas's massive radio collection, and this is just half of it. But anyway, the Midland ER102-MO. Well, it's obvious that this is a rare version of the regular ER102, which is in silver and black instead of camo and black like the MO is, as you can see here. So, the ER102-MO is one of those radios that was promoted by both Midland and Mossy Oak at the time in the early to late 2000s. And you can clearly see that it looks just like the WR301 in terms of colorization and camo patterns. Because there is the WR301, and then here is the ER102-MO. So, let's take a quick glance at this Mossy Oak masterpiece. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let me move the chair over here real quick. I would turn on the lights in here for better lighting, but
Nicholas has his iPhone, and he's fucking sleeping again.
So I am gonna do this instead. I'm gonna open up the blinds. Perfect timing. The AC unit shut off. Anyway, that's a little bit better in terms of lighting, I suppose. Let me just do this. Okay. So, as I was saying, let's take a quick glance at this ER102-MO. So, if you look at the front of the radio, you have this big volume knob with a little white line right here. And you can see the volume. And it has a minus for all the way down, and it has a plus for all the way up, even though it goes slightly past that. But yeah, that's the volume knob. You also have your band selector knob, which goes to weather, AM, and FM. You have your tuning knob for AM and FM. You have your hour and minute buttons along with your alarm on off and the alarm function, the time button, and you have this, a Celsius Fahrenheit freeze alert button, which is honestly taking me back to the 74250C's freeze alert on its built-in thermometer. You have your weather channel selector, and we'll set the channel 4. On the top, you have your flashlight button for this on the side. And you have your backlight button, which turns on the orange backlight of the ER102-MO. You have your power dynamo on the side, or the hand crank. And if I move this over here. On this side, there's nothing else except the flashlight. You have your antenna mounted right behind that directly. It's not exactly as tall as I would hope, for a Midland at least. But I think it might be as tall as a 100 antenna. I do not know. On the back, more camo. And you have this area here for the charger, which is DC input of 6 volts. You have your phone charger apparently, but it's not USB. It's an old phone charger. And you have your earphone slot. And if I put the camera down for this, there we go. If I put the camera down and take off the battery cover, still has the original rechargeable battery, but unfortunately, it is flat dead. There it is. No wonder it's lithium ion. And it looks like it uses the same battery, if not a similar one, to that of the Eton FRX3. I like how it says right here, connect the rechargeable battery pack before use. So I'm going to put the, there we go, the thing back. And on the bottom, you can see Midland, made in China, model number ER102-MO, revision A, serial number 808000314. So this is definitely a fairly old example of an Eton knockoff, pretty much, of the FR300. I think. The Eton Grundig FR800. Yes, I'm looking at you fuckers. But, no, seriously. I think Eton made a radio that looked almost too similar to this radio, at least what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I do know that Eton made a radio called the ER300. No, not the ER. The FR300, excuse me. But, yeah. Also on the front, you have your charger and weather alert light, which acts as, you know, both the charger light and the weather alert light. So, why don't we go ahead and get to the first feature. There are no button beeps, unfortunately. So we must go forward a feature and take a look at the Siren Test. Okay, the Siren Test on the Midland ER102-MO. Let's take a listen. So to engage the Siren Test, you have to turn the volume knob at a decent level to hear it, and then you press or move this switch over to the siren area. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah. That honestly is one of the weirdest sirens I've ever heard. But, yeah. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, so actually you don't need to, like, the volume knob doesn't matter for the Siren Test. Also, whenever you, Hang on. Apparently it does this too. Anyways, hang on. Whenever the siren is engaged, it also flashes the flashlight. So yeah. That's pretty weird. It's giving me some vibes of the ER210 and the 310. And the ER50. And I guess the ER10 VP. Even though that's literally a bitch basic version of the ER50. Even though the ER50 came after the ER10 VP. And the ER10 VP was made before the ER50. But whatever. So yeah. That's the Siren Test. Now let's get into the next feature. And that would be the display. Okay, the display on the Midland ER102-MO. So, if you press the backlight up here, you can see it has a nice orange backlight to go along with it. You can see here it shows 10:37 a.m. along with the temperature sensor on the left side. That's about it. Yeah, it's a fairly simple display. There's not that much on there except for time and the temperature sensor. So yeah, speaking of the temperature sensor, why don't we get into that next? Okay, the display's temperature sensor on the ER102-MO, the Midland ER102-MO. So, if you look at the left side of the display over here, you can see that it has your temperature sensor clear as day, and the display is messing up with the camera just a little bit. So you can see 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can also change it to 25 degrees Celsius, and I believe if you hold it down, I think you can access the freeze alert. But I think that's actually somewhere in the menus that you do that. But the freeze alert is not really a feature, but it does have it. So yeah, it's kind of like, well, not really kind of like, it's just like the Midland 74250C, if I'm honest. So yeah. Anyways, so there's that. It is a fairly simple temperature sensor. It does seem to work right, because in here the AC unit is trying to cool it down or bring the temperature up to 70 degrees, and that says 77. So yeah, how about that? So yeah, why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the flashlight right here. Okay, the flashlight on the Midland ER102-MO. So if I just get up here for a second and do this, you can see that it is on. And I'm gonna try not to yank the cord out, because you can see it's connected all the way down there into one of his surge protectors. So yeah, you can clearly see, if I move the antenna out of the way, you can clearly see that the flashlight is not exactly that good, at least in my opinion, because yeah, you only have 3 tiny little LEDs in there. There you go, you can see it. There's only 3 tiny LEDs. That's it. But the flashlight on it is not exactly something to be crazy about, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Although I will say, at least they were courteous enough to add it anyway. Yeah, you can see right there on the wall, you can see the flashlight there. Again, not exactly something to rave about, but it's there if you need it. So why don't we get into the next feature, and we go over here, and it would be this, the power dynamo, or the hand crank. Okay, the power dynamo, or the hand crank on the Midland ER102-MO. So let me put the antenna down, because it's honestly starting to bother me, and unfortunately This radio is experiencing some antenna arthritis. Yeah. But anyways, the hand crank on the Midland ER102-MO. So to crank it, you just take it out like so, and it has a sort of like a pattern handle. I don't know if you can see the patterns there, but you can kind of see it. It feels round, but there's like all these little ridges. So you just crank it away, and then it charges your battery, of course, because that's what they're designed to do anyway. I will say it is a little bit cumbersome to crank, but you have to be holding it like this by the hand strap, I guess. So yeah, it works, definitely, obviously, yeah. So why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the speaker quality. So let's test out this damn speaker right here. As the AC unit proceeds to blow back up in my face. Okay, the speaker quality on the Midland ER102-MO. So let's test it out by going to weather and turning it on. Alright, now the weather radio is on. So the speaker quality is actually pretty good on this radio, if I do say so myself. It is a little bit tinny, I guess, from the middle speaker grill, but other than that, it's not too bad. And I just noticed the temperature sensor went up to 82 degrees. So anyways, let's get into the mandatory follow-up feature to the speaker quality, and that would be the reception. Okay, the reception on the Midland ER102-MO, so let's test that out. What? Wow. So the reception in here is actually pretty terrible. So the only hope left for this radio is to go outside with it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, because of the crappy battery that this thing has, I'm unfortunately going to have to have it on the crank for the reception test. So
forecast for western Long Island Sound. Today, south winds seas 1 foot or less. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms late. For tonight, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 1 foot or less. For Thursday, southwest winds 5 to. For the eastern Long Island ocean beaches. For today, rip current risk moderate. Surf heights around 3 feet. Thunderstorm potential, low. Little hot with highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers in the evening. Lows in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Sunday through Tuesday, partly cloudy. Lower 60s. What? For advisory. Values of 100 expected. For the excessive heat watch, dangerously scattered showers. Thursday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Friday, southwest winds 10 to 15.
Okay, so the reception out here is actually pretty decent. So overall, I'm going to give it an in-between rating because there was a little bit of crossfade and bleed through, particularly on channels 5 and 7. But other than that, there wasn't that much crossfade or bleed through. So as I proceed to do this for the umpteenth time today, gotta love my Mountain Dew. We're gonna go back inside because yeah, this radio sucks with battery life. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Hey? What you want?
You big boy.
Anyways, you know the drill with this thing. Damn, it's already 11:06. Anyways, let's go back inside and holy shit, that's a wasp. So yeah, let's go on to the AM/FM capabilities on the ER102-MO. Okay, the AM/FM capabilities on the Midland ER102-MO. So let's try that. Let's do AM first.
Still doing reception?
No, AM/FM capabilities.
Oh, AM/FM capabilities. Well, it doesn't really perform well on the AM.
Bro, what the fuck is this tuning?
That is weird. I have never seen tuning like that before. What the hell?
What? Oh, it's fucking analog with a digital indicator. 514 kilohertz.
Okay.
514 kilohertz.
Your guess is just as good as mine.
What the fuck, Midland? Okay, let's try this now.
It's Midland water.
1740 kilohertz. Really? 1741. Really? Really? Really, bitch? Okay, I see how it is. You got your stupid, shitty analog tuning combined with a digital indicator just to add more confusion. By the way,
Can't even pick up WCBS!
Well, that just tells you that AM reception on the thing is shit.
oh god, now I need to see what FM's like.
Would have made a lot more sense. Now we're in the embarrassing situation
It does.
of watching Kabul fall within days of our exit.
Interference stuff. Holy
Who
crap.
thought up this plan? Oops, it was President Biden, who reportedly fucked his own advisors in this massive pullout.
I mean, the images of, the last helicopter in Saigon come to mind as we pulled out of Vietnam. And you have to look at the mission, right? I'm very mission-driven in terms of breaking down a situation, trying to figure out what the point is. So the whole point with the American mission in Afghanistan was to rob Al-Qaeda of a safe haven for terrorism and terrorist acts that they might want to carry out in the United States, right? And that was successful for a time. Then we pulled out, then we saw the growth of
I'm censoring that.
Oh god.
What do you do that to me for? Dickolas. Well, don't forget this. You're part of that cause. Oh. Anyways, the AM/FM capabilities on it is very hindered by the shitty tuning, if I'm honest.
Tested at 11:40 according to Jen.
11:40?
Yeah.
3 minutes ago then.
Technically, it's 2 minutes ago, but
Yeah.
Well, at least they tested. Fuckers.
Nicholas, I want you to check your Discord DMs.
Oh no. Javier, I know what you're doing. I know what the fuck you're doing. I know what the fuck you're doing.
Do you?
Yes. Bitch ass.
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh fuck.
There is more.
Fuck. What do you mean there's more? I'm pretty concerned now. Ah, fuck. Javier. It's
we'll find out later.
really later. What do you?
Yeah, we'll find out later.
I declined that offer, good sir.
Anyways,
Moving the fuck along!
okay. Yeah. This is a complaint that was honestly expected after the last one. The tuning is absolutely terrible, particularly on the AM/FM side of things. Not so much with the weather band, because with that, at least you have a preset switch. But the tuning on AM/FM is very confusing, and it's so sensitive to the point where it literally goes off of the fucking frequency band. Yeah. It goes up to 1740 kilohertz, all the way down to 516 or 15 kilohertz. Not just that, but with a radio like this, you would expect it to have at least digital tuning, but no! They fucking tease you with digital tuning when it's actually analog. Look at this shit. Oh yeah, by the way, the backlight only lasts for like 2 fucking seconds before you have to press it again. Which is big time daddy! Other than that, yeah. The tuning on this thing is very, very finicky, and it's somewhat terrible too, because, I don't know. To be...
Nicholas asked me to check your iMessage.
Okay. But to be quite honest, I really, really don't understand why they would I really don't get why Midland would tease the digital tuning. Anyways, even though it's analog. Shout out to Break Orbit, by the way. So, yeah. Why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the build quality. Fuck you, Javier!
These two bitchy bitches.
Anyways, the build quality on the Midland ER102-MO, so let's get to that. So, first impressions, it looks alright. I mean, it feels very good. There aren't any defects as far as I can see with this radio, because there are definitely a lot of minor flaws with this radio, like the tuning and such, and the battery life and all that. But I must say that the radio itself is actually very, very good. But there are a little bit of, defects, I guess, with the body, mainly around these curved areas and like the ones that are like angled. This area is fine, but the other ones are like, if you drop it on there, I'm afraid it just might break and like
Oh, fuck you!
But other than that, I don't really see any defects with the build quality, to be honest. The only thing that might be considered as a defect would be the battery, but the battery is just from old age, and that's just a battery. But as long as the actual unit itself works, then that's okay. The flashlight on it is a little bit, on the downside, but at least everything works on it. And I think it's a pretty good radio too. So the build quality on the ER102-MO is definitely a plus. Okay, in conclusion on the Midland ER102-MO, this radio is an absolute gem to review, and I cannot believe that I took the opportunity from Nicholas to review it. So, yeah. If I may, Nicholas, I must say, you have a gem of a radio right there. That thing is lucky for you to have it. Like, you are lucky to have that thing. That thing is lucky to be in this house.
Thanks Gio for it. He was the one that sold it to me.
Oh yeah, that was originally Giovanni's ER102-MO, and it still works, thankfully. The only defect I noticed was with the battery, but that's like saying on any radio that if the speaker's bad, then the whole radio's bad.
Yeah, plus I can just find a replacement battery on eBay or something.
$5 because it uses the same as the FRX3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said that already. It's like the same thing. I don't know if it's the same connector though. I should probably check that. I'm not sure.
I tried. I don't think it's the same connector.
Oh, it's a different connector. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's built the same, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the Midland ER102-MO is one of those radios that if you see it on the market, you definitely need to buy it, because these things are absolutely rare as can be because of the camo paint job. And if you can manage to find one, grab it. I know Ari has one of these, like Derpy Fire Alarms. She has one. And yeah, quick shout out to her as well. So yeah, I think that this radio is very good. Apart from a few rough edges, but it's an okay radio. I wouldn't mind having it. Especially when you hear this. Anyways, so that concludes this episode of Radio Reviews. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future videos like this. Also, be sure to subscribe to the people out here. Huh?
Check your texts.
Uh-oh. Well, subscribe to ThunderBuddy01.
Yes.
Okay, just for that, don't subscribe to him. You bitch. Also subscribe to Norfolk Southern Storm and NorCal Dude
Check
599.
this out.
Let me see that.
Oh, that was last night.
Yeah, that was last night.
It struck the Freedom Tower. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Whoa.
That was last night.
That was last night.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, the World Trade Center is definitely known for capturing those lightning strikes. Same thing with the Empire State Building.
Yep.
Well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'm not gay, but if you want to fuck someone, then the guy, go right ahead.
So yeah.
Yeah, you got a problem with being gay?
Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is Clay Ranger 143 signing out. along with
Romeo 1.
Go for the store.
NorCal Dude $5.99 and check out this Shelby GT500.
Mine.
It's okay to stare. We don't blame you. That is a nice Shelby. And Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes doesn't have a YouTube channel, but
Yes, he does. It's called Xerxes Eats the Tennis Ball. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Radio Reviews. So, bye.